What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me already, my name is Danny Barabee, and if you don't, subscribe below. I'd really appreciate it. Like this video and follow me on the Instagram. Today I wanted to go over all the fun and exciting things that I did the past year. A lot has happened, especially things that have changed my life completely. Reflecting on the year, it's definitely been like a roller coaster of emotions, different things happening, me breaking up with friendships and meeting someone, the love of my life, and I just want to show you guys everything and kind of go over everything. Starting this year, I honestly had no intentions on even pursuing my Instagram. Basically, my Instagram started back up again because I started dating Brian. It's so weird to say, but I felt like it was like cool to do and that he was attracted to it, so I started to do it a little bit more. Otherwise, I really don't think I would have even started that up again. I have been very wishy-washy with my Instagram. I would start it up and stop, start it up and stop, and just go back to partying and doing this and doing that. So this is going to kind of show you the breakdown of what happened throughout the year. There have been times where I wanted to quit, even, you know, being so into my fitness and my Instagram and my YouTube. There's been days where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's taking up way too much of my time. Maybe it's not my passion, but I knew that that was just my brain talking to me and saying like, like I don't even know what I was doing, and I never quit, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because it just keeps growing and I keep coming up with new ideas, and you guys are entertained. You are all asking me questions, I'm providing you the answers, and it's just such a good feeling to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm just really happy that those days where I wanted to quit, I never did. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into this video. It's gonna be a little long, but it's really interesting. I'm going to show you kind of like videos and pictures from the big events that I picked out through the months. I'm going to go month to month. So I hope you guys are interested in watching, and this is my 2018. So to begin all the months, obviously, we're going to start with January. Okay, if you didn't know.
Now you know.
So in January, nothing really big happened that is like something to reflect on, except for the fact that me and my best friend got into our first really big fight. We never fight, and it was just a stupid drunken fight that we had in Boston. It was actually a pretty big deal, but so that happened in January. We ended up making up, so that's good on our part, I guess. We kind of grew up and we're like, you know what, we're stupid that night and we have a really good friendship, we never fight, and we made up. February is the month that me and Brian met. He Snapchatted me and we have been Snapchatting ever since then. Our Snapchat streak is 269, so it's almost 365. That means we've been talking for a full year, if you didn't do the, you know, math. You know, we went on our date. Our first date was actually in Cape Cod for the weekend. So we had a sleepover on our first date. Absolutely insane, I know. Not really something that you hear about. It was really fun. Our other friends were there with us, so it wasn't like really awkward and weird. The only awkward part was when we met for the legit first time at the gym before we left to go to Cape Cod. We both have fitness in common, so we were like, let's go to the gym. That was really awkward. I'm like, hi, I'm Danielle. We've been Snapchatting for like 2 weeks, but hey, I'm Danielle, and I'm gonna be in your truck for 2 hours driving to Cape Cod with you later. After that, it was like everything was fine and we had a good time. In March, me and Brian started dating before I went to Costa Rica to study abroad. It was only for a week. It wasn't this big study abroad program. It was for the spring break, and I got to see what it's like to be in the hospitals at Costa Rica. No, I didn't like get injured and go to the hospital. I went global health issues class in Costa Rica. I originally wanted to see what it's like to be a PT there, but it didn't really interest me, so I just went with the nurses in the program with me, and I saw the emergency room, which was really cool. In April, I experienced my first NPC bikini competition. I went to go watch one of my friends, and I just thought it was really cool. That's the day that I fell in love, and I was like, I really want to do this. It just seems so fun to get on stage. I've been a cheerleader before, so I was an all-star cheerleader. I wasn't a football cheerleader, so being on stage is something that I really enjoy. I like working towards something, having that goal, and then showing it off. So I was like, I need to do that, and that's what I'm doing right now. In May, I turned 21. I'm catching this shit. Yup, mine! Can of corn! Yup! And that was, I don't remember much of that night. I remember that my first legal drink was a tequila shot.
Like, turn your phone completely silent. Wait, they didn't even need it. Brian went for it. I guess you have to just do another shot.
Literally smell it right now thinking about it. Brian also graduated from undergrad.
Brian Scott Franciosi. Jay Lewis.
And so he got his
athletic trainer. So Brian, I'm butchering this. I'm sorry. I think he got his degree in athletic training. I don't really know. Honestly, I'm really sorry, Brian. I love you. I know that you're going to school right now to get your doctorate in physical therapy. That's all I really know. I always butcher your undergrad.
In June, there was a lot of boat trips and camping trips.
Ring, ring, hello. Hello? Ring, ring, hello. Hello? Okay. Okay. Hello? Oh, okay. Oh, hey. Hello?
Brian's parents, they are seasonal at a campground where they also station their boat. So the boat was on a lake, obviously. Well, the boat can be in an ocean. Like, what am I thinking? At this campground, it is also a country hall venue thing. So country singers go there, and I saw Chase Rice and Lee Bryce. It was really, really fun. We also went to Miami in this month. It was really fun. Me, Brett, and Brian all went. Brett was in a bachelor party, so he was with them for some of the time, but he was also with us. We went to Senor Frogs, we went to the beach, we went to this really nice gym in Miami. It was called Anatomy, and then we also went to Muscle Beach, and that was really, really fun and nice and relaxing. In June, also, this is a very big month, so I ended up moving out of my apartment. If you guys didn't know, I had an apartment off campus at Fitchburg State. It was really nice. I loved living there. I just liked having the freedom to do whatever I want, except I didn't feel that way. Having 3 other roommates was really tough. Everyone comes from different families, everyone learns different things, and we're all just not like, I didn't mesh well with living with other people. That's a better term for that. I texted my landlord like a month after I put in my deposit to live there for another year, and I said, I need to leave. And he said, what? And I said, I need to get out of this apartment. I am moving back home. And he said, well, you already paid to live here for another year. And I said, I don't care. We need to figure out something because I need to leave. Me and my roommate had a major fallout. It just was something where I thought that I needed to leave. I tend to run away from my issues, and that is something that I ran away from, but I do believe that if I did not move out, I would not be in the same position that I am today. I think it was definitely for a better move, and I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I moved back home. I'm not technically saving any money that like I thought I was going to, because I'm very bad at saving my money. As for this, and as for my podcast, as for my Instagram, I believe that it was a good move for me. So I texted my landlord and I said, please get me the fuck out. I'm not kidding, like I really need to leave. And he was like, listen, okay, I'll get you out, just pay your next month's rent and then you can leave. And I said, thank you, sir, you are the best. I miss it, I really do. I miss the times that I had with those roommates, but I like being here better. August, I went to Country Fest.
Coach Grillin. Coach Grillin.
All vegan. All vegan.
Absolutely not.
I don't eat animals.
2, 1, go.
going to Country Fest. That's like the biggest country concert. I got to see Kenny Chesney. I've never seen Kenny Chesney in concert before, and he's such a good performer. He actually, I don't know if he came last year, but I know one year he only went to Boston to come for a concert because he only likes Boston, I guess. I don't really know. I don't remember at all. I don't remember a single thing. I remember getting really, really drunk and then having to go to the outhouse and throw up. And then I remember after leaving the outhouse, I just kept drinking, and after that I don't remember again. So it was just one of those Danielle's like college drunko again. So I wanted to add this in. This is definitely like a big moment for me. It's not really an event, but it's the day that I met my best friend, and we had no idea that we were going to become this close with just this DM. So she messaged me and said, "Hey girl, just saw your page on the Amanda Bucci Facebook page and thought I'd reach out. Love, 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 meeting like-minded people, and clearly you were like me since we are both here on this page." So this is my best friend Kelly Ross. Her Instagram is right there. You can go follow her. And when she messaged me that, I had no like real intentions of, getting to know her that well, but over the months we became so close, and I'm so happy that we did. We are exactly alike. We've been through the same shit. It's so cool to meet people from different states and part of the US that are exactly like me. We are actually meeting for the first time next weekend, and I'm so excited. We have been talking non-stop for the past I'd probably say 4 months. So we took kind of like a break from talking to each other. We were just kind of like Instagram friends, oh, I like your picture, oh, this is cool, your story's cool. But we actually started becoming really good friends over the past couple months, and I'm so grateful that she's in my life because she just gets me. So in September is when I got my camera. Without this camera, I don't think that I'd be anywhere that I am today. I wouldn't have half the content. And September is also when I started my YouTube. So I didn't start my YouTube until I got this camera. I felt as if I needed something really nice for content. So that's when I started it, and I'm so happy with September because I made that initial decision to start something really, really big that I wanted to do for so long. So that is definitely a turning point in my life. My best friend also had her baby shower. So she ended up telling me that she was pregnant. This is Alana, the girl that we got into the big fight in January. So she told me that she was having her baby in March, right before I left for Costa Rica. I was like, "Hey girl, can you please bring over some heels? I really need them to bring to Costa Rica." She's like, "Yeah, sure." She came over, and then she's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm pregnant." And I'm like, what? In October is when I started my first challenge. So it was the Fall into Fitness Challenge. I had 21 people join. Everyone gave it a good try. I was really proud of them. And I'm really happy that I started that because it definitely jump-started the things that I'm doing now as well, and making guides and all that kind of stuff. In October, I also, I went to the Mercedes-Benz dealership and I drove my dream car. I was kind of switching. My dream car is going from a GLA to a Tesla. I don't really know which one I want yet. I kind of want a Tesla because it's vegan. I kind of want a Mercedes because I look fly as fuck in that car and I love it so much. In October, also, this is kind of a big month. They're all a big month. This whole year was a big year. In October, I went vegan. I've tried going vegan before and I did not succeed. This time around, I started in October and I'm still vegan coming into January, so I'm really proud of myself and I'm proud of the accomplishments I've made with being vegan. Starting my prep, but we'll get back into that in December, but just being on prep and seeing all the cool food items I need to switch, it's just such a cool experience. And if you guys have any questions about being vegan, please come and see me. I will help you. In November, my good friend Alana had her baby, Aviana.
I want it. Give it to me. Thank you. No. No crying.
It was just such a cool moment. I'm so fortunate that she had her baby before I'm not pregnant, but I'm so happy that she got pregnant before me so that she could tell me all the ins and outs of being pregnant and being a mom. I'm so fortunate for that because we tell each other everything, and I'm just so glad that she gets to tell me now and she gets to warn me. In November, my challenge ended and I had my winner drop 10 pounds. I'm so proud of her. She put so much effort into this. She was very dedicated. I had also, like I said, 6 other people that were very dedicated and achieved the goal that they were, you know, initially expecting to get to, and I was very proud of them for that as well. I participated in the College Bowl. So I'm an exercise and sports science major, and every year they send 3 people to go to Rhode Island and compete in the College Bowl, and I was honored to be able to participate in that. It's a really cool experience. It's like one of those like game shows that you watch on TV. It's kind of was like, we got 4th place out of a good amount of schools. I forget how many schools were there together, but we got 4th. In November, I had a bunch of different photo shoots with my friend Dainty Girl, or Veronica. You guys might know her as Dainty Girl. That's how I knew her for like the first month of knowing her. Like, I knew her as Veronica, but Dainty Girl, I'm going on a photo shoot with Dainty Girl. Like, that's what I would say. November is also when I made the executive decision to start Danny B Apparel, and I'm so excited that I made that decision. It's like, it's so motivating and so cool to see like my designs in front of me. Like, you buy shirts all the time, but it's so amazing to see your vision on that piece of clothes. Like, it's so cool, and I'm so happy that I took the chance and I made it happen. In December, my dad moved out of his workplace. So for 21 years or 25 years or something like that, he worked in the same like shop. So he's a mechanic. He does auto body and mechanic. He works for himself. No one else works for him. He does very well, and he's been working at this location for 25 years, and in December he moved out to a new location because people bought him out, I guess, and I'm just proud of him for making that decision and knowing that it's okay to make change.
The end.
In December, I also cut my hair this short. It used to be like this long. I cut my hair, and I'm really happy about that. I always like wanted to, but I felt like my face was like, so I couldn't, and now that my face is kind of shrinking down because of prep, I cut my hair. Also started my prep, which is really, really exciting. So my competition is April 27th, and I'm just so excited for that. Right now I'm 16 weeks out, and today I actually have my first refeed ever. I've been doing this for 2 weeks now, and I'm having my first refeed, so I'm really excited. I'm going to get a big, fat, vegan burger. In December, I also did my 12 days of DB Fitness on my YouTube. Obviously, you guys can like go click and see the videos. It was really fun. Tortured Brian a lot, and I feel so bad, but it was really cool to do the 12 days of DB Fitness. In December, I also officially left all of my jobs to take on my own branding and my own one-on-one training. I'm so excited that I made that decision because I want to work for myself. I want to have my own hours. I want to make sure that I'm putting all the effort that I can into what I'm doing, so I made that decision to leave everything besides school and just focus on what I'm doing. That's a very big decision to make as a 21-year-old, and I made that decision. And some of you guys will tell me that, you know, maybe it's not the best idea, but I know that it was, and I know that what I'm doing can be amplified
times 4,000 billion gajillion
if I just focused on that. So I'm really excited to see what 2019 brings for this whole company. And last but not least is when Brian's birthday came around. He turned 24 this year. It was so much fun. We went to Boston. I experienced my first time not drinking on my prep. I didn't know if I would be able to sustain that, but I did. I had my vodka soda, my cranberry soda, and it was a really good time. And Brian had so much fun, I had so much fun, his friends had so much fun, so that is all.